Everyone,
come on, look.
welcome
Cindy.
to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. Today is Wednesday, and we have a special guest from OESD here with us. Kimberly from OESD. So she's brought a lot of samples that we're going to show today. But OESD does a lot of our towel scenes that we've been working on. So we've worked on Peace on Earth. That was one that we had stitched out, so we've been working on that one.
That we worked on. Did most of it.
But it's sunny here in Pittsburgh. It's warming up. We've had a break from the heat for a couple days, but now we're back up into those 90-degree temperatures.
And it's
so
close.
It's definitely warm around here. So let's get started. Let's bring our special guest in. So come on in, Kim. So tell us about you got to tell us about yourself, Kim, and where you're from and things like that.
So this worked out really well that I had to come up here to visit. And so I sent Steve an email and I said, I'm going to be in town. And he said, well, what a perfect day that you're going to be in town. So I brought up a whole bunch of tiling scenes and samples and different things. So I thought, we could just show some things. But just a little background on me. So I'm the sales manager at OESD. And everyone wants to know, so do you live in Oklahoma? And I actually work remote. I live in Cincinnati. So it really wasn't a big drive for me to come up here.
Oh, Cincinnati. Oh, that's not too far.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So, so she brought a ton of towel scenes in that we haven't shown before, and we love the samples for the towel scenes. So I don't know, what are we doing first here today? We're just going through some of those to start? Oh, we can do that? That sounds good.
I would just go through it and we can explain how we did that one later.
So the first one in the bubble is the Peace on Earth tiling scene. So this is for the design set. And there's, do these all work in the 5x7 hoop?
These are most of them are 5x7 hoop. There's a couple that need like a 6x10 or the Bernina oval or the midi. So,
okay.
But most of them 5x7.
Very good. Do you live in Traverse City? No. Well. Oh, that's someone else. They're talking amongst themselves. Keep talking. That's good. So Peace on Earth is the first one that we had stitched up here, and we did it on the black background, and it looks beautiful on its black background with the poinsettias. So the first is the the design set. So if you haven't gotten the design set, get the design set. And we're still offering the 10% credit back, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good time to get some stuff. So the Peace on Earth tiling scene, and then we also have the thread set to go with it. So
there's one there and one here too.
Thread sets, they come, and we like it so much we bought two. We got two in here. So the thread sets come in these nice little boxes, and then all the threads that you need to do it are in here with the list of threads and everything. So and the directions are really good to do these. And then also,
it is.
So this is the backing fabric.
Oh, the backing.
This fabric.
Okay, so the background fabric. And what's your suggestion when you look for background fabric for these? Like, what do you look for?
So what I'll look for first is I'll kind of looking at the pictures, I'll figure out how much of the background fabric is going to show, because if you look at some of the others that we'll show here in a minute, you almost don't see the background fabric. So, but on this one, I would look at the thread colors, and you could take your thread kit and look at things, but also look at our inspiration. One of the things in the instructions that we will always tell you is exactly what we used.
Okay.
So if you just say, you know what, I'm just going to do what they did, we'll tell you we used black cotton fabric, and but I think doing something fun like this, where you had this, this is the Moda, right? The glittery grunge fabric, which is just incredible. Perfect choice. I think I'm going to leave with some of this today, as a matter of fact.
That's good, yeah. And a lot of times when we look at the picture, we want ours to turn out just like the sample did in the picture. So that's what we did. I think the only thing we changed up was we threw a green border around ours. We had a hard time picking a red color that we liked.
The reds just didn't go with
reds can be hard. So
I think the green, because it really picks up on the pine needles and everything. So it was perfect. So great choice.
Good.
Yeah.
So that's Peace on Earth. So that one's beautiful.
This one's
Some
another
people are saying
cool
sound. Does it sound okay?
Sound should be fine.
Sound should be good. Okay. Definitely want to hear us today. You got that one? What other ones we got?
We don't have a picture of this one, but that's up.
Okay.
This one is very similar to the Peace on Earth. This is Merry and Bright. And this one, it's a little bit bigger than the Peace on Earth one.
Okay.
And something that is different with this one, and there's a couple of tiling scenes that we've done like this where we've actually given 2 colorways. So I don't know if they can see. I'll try to show that on the back. But the thread kit that you have is the one that has, you know, all the bright colors, the reds, the greens, and everything in it. But there's also one that's in silver and gold. So that thread kit is available, cool. but it's, you know, you have the 2 options, which when you're doing this one, pay attention to the instructions, because I've seen people say, no, the colors just are not working. The numbers are not working. Yeah. And usually it's because they're looking at the colorway for the, you know, the more traditional Christmas colors when they're trying to stitch silver and gold.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Instructions are helpful once in a while.
Isn't that what we said, Paula? We said, follow the directions.
Yeah.
Could you tell us how stitch intensive these are?
So these particular ones are not stitch intensive hardly at all. They're really light. So Shannon Roberts is the artist that we work with. And I don't know if you're familiar with OESD, but we have our in-house artists that, you know, super talented, but we also, to give you more variety, we work with a lot of licensed artists. And so Shannon Roberts is a chalkboard style artist that we discovered several years ago. So these actually look like chalkboard drawings. So they're very, very light stitching and stitch out really quickly because of that.
We like the chalk. I know people have a whole wall in their house of chalkboard paint, so you could chalk all over. So that's kind of neat. So this is the Merry and Bright. So we have the design set was in the bubble. Now it's the thread set for the multicolor version with all the traditional Christmas colors in that one.
Oh, and here, I think they're taunting me with this beautiful fabric.
Isn't it? Yeah. So this one's the grunge black dress grunge. And it's got that sparkle in it too. There you can really see the sparkle. So you'll get how much fabric with this one in this bundle? Does it say?
It's at least 3. Was it 3.5?
3 what are we talking?
Okay. Yep. So you'll get 3.5 yards of this. And you can use that for this tile scene. You can use it for other tile scenes, whatever you might want to do. So.
Do we want some of these?
Yeah, we can bring in some of those.
All right, so this particular one, so what I did when I was going through my stack of tiling scenes at home, I wanted to show you different ideas. So, you know, we have the traditional ones. This particular one, this is Spring Hummingbirds. The artist on this one is Donna Gelsinger. And the tiling scene, you can do a couple of ways. So this is the center of, and they're actually, you know, I didn't bring all of them, but there's 2 on each side. So you can do it like this and create it like a triptych, so 3 separate tiling scenes, or they will all go together and everything will match up. So it just depends on how you want to do it. But this one also does have a thread kit. This one's just a beautiful, bright, summery one. This particular one does need the 6x10 hoop. I don't know if you can kind of tell these tiles are a little bit bigger, but and a little more stitch intensive for sure than the chalkboard style ones. You probably can't really tell in here, but this is all stitching. It's just very lightly shading, but there are little bits of real pale blue, pink, white, kind of all in there. That gives it just some extra dimension. Probably really see some of that in some of these other areas, but absolutely gorgeous. And I just did this on kind of a creamy white fabric. The fabric doesn't show much, so it's really just the binding that shows. But yeah, so you just want to, you know, probably just something light when you're doing this one. But don't use your best fabric because it doesn't show a lot.
So we had the let's put the designs back in the bubble. So there's the designs. The designs are in the bubble, and then the thread set. We also have the thread set available too for this as well. So, and it's nice to get the thread sets because the colors are, to get them just right. It's good to use the thread set for it.
Yeah, one of our you know, I think things that we're most known for is the shading, the highlighting of some of these, and And our digitizers are the absolute best in the industry, that they can create things that look like real fur or things that look three-dimensional, and they do that with the thread. So, when you're doing something like this, having the thread that the digitizers recommended is going to get you that absolute perfect shading that is really hard to do when you're trying to match up colors just by using, maybe an online tool or something to guess.
I like the idea of taking a big tile scene and just using a few blocks and making it into something smaller. So if you need a quicker gift or a quicker project, you can take this one down and do a smaller project.
Right, yeah, because this looks perfectly fine on its own, even though it's just the middle of a big one.
This one?
Yep.
So this is a fun one. One of the artists that we've worked with the longest is Laurel Birch. So this is called Kindred Creatures. What's fun about this, first of all, it's not super intense stitching because it's a lot of applique. And when I do these, I am a huge fan of the scan and cut. So I pre-cut all my applique parts. But the other thing that is cool about this particular one is it incorporates freestanding applique.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you can tell, but all of these little guys are just sewn on. They're all freestanding, like little patches, but they are, I don't know if you can kind of see that I can peel them away, but they're just stitched down, and there's several of them on here. It gives a really cool dimension. Over here, even like these little triangles are all freestanding. So on this particular one, you need all the stabilizers for the tiling scene, but you also need some water-soluble stabilizer because you're going to be making these. And so I use cotton for everything, but on the freestanding parts, I used our Luxe Sparkle Vinyl, so it's kind of sparkly in there, and makes it fun that way too. So,
do the SVG files come in the design?
Yes, great question. Yes, we include the SVG files. So,
okay, perfect.
So if you have a scan and cut or another cutting machine, you're good to go.
Perfect. We just had bags from Laurel Birch that we just sold that's similar to these. So yeah, you can definitely tell her artwork is the stuff.
Very whimsical.
Yep.
And then one of the most exciting, I think, artists that we've started working with in the last couple of years is Thomas Kinkade. So we have 3 Thomas Kinkade tiling scenes now. This is the second one we released. This one is called Midnight Delivery. So we've got Santa up on the rooftop, and once again, this is where you really see our digitizers shine.
I'm gonna hold this one up
It
for them to
is
see.
incredible to see all the detail in these. And this one is probably the biggest tiling scene we've ever done. Most of these traditional ones that we do are 32 tiles. This one actually added another row. So so it has more tiles in it. So it's a little bit wider than the others, but still 5x7 hoop. We'll do this.
It's a big house.
Yeah.
It needs the extra space.
Yeah.
It's a big house. Yeah. I remember my grandmother had this Thomas Kinkade picture. Oh, and she thought she was a cat's meow when we got her that for Christmas. It was that. Yeah. So she got the little figurines to go with it too. Oh God, I don't even know where that stuff is now. But yes, these take me back. I think it was actually this.
So this is Everett's Cottage. This is the first Thomas Kinkade that we did.
So we did the design set for this one. Let's put the thread set
the
up
thread
in the
kit.
bubble.
Yeah, we have the
for
thread
this one.
kit for Midnight Delivery.
Because if you're doing this, you want to get the thread kit to get all these
and
colors to
something
match.
that a question that comes up a lot. Actually, 2 questions with the thread kits. First of all, one is if there is a thread color that's used a lot in it. If we know you're going to need 2 spools of that thread, we will include 2 spools in the thread kit.
Okay.
You'll always have what you need, but on top of that, you'll also have more than you need. So this is just thread that's going to go into your stash for other projects down the road.
This one's great. So we did the design set. We got the thread bundle in there, and then I think this is like Thomas Kinkade.
The Everett's Cottage. The first time I ever saw this one, I just remember being blown away because Thomas Kinkade, he's the artist of light. And you look at his pictures and it's like they glow. Mm-hmm. And when I saw these windows, I was like, oh my gosh, our digitizers did that light with thread.
They do. Yeah.
This is thread. and it looks like it glows, just like Thomas Kinkade artwork. It's really incredible how well they did, and just all the plants, the shrubs, everything, you know, the shading. It's truly incredible how our digitizer was able to do this.
So even on the darker green tiles here, you're still using that same.
Yeah,
So
the only parts of this one that the fabric shows is this upper sky area, but I use the same exact fabric through the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And another thing, you know, you can see these are definitely less stitch intensive than these, but we would stabilize exactly the same way here as here. And that's just to keep the consistency. So when it's hanging on your wall or in your frame, the tiles are going to have the same consistency. So just follow the instructions, no matter how many, you know, how stitch intensive each tile is. So even if it's different.
How many of you have you put them together wrong and you're like, oh, that tile's upside down? You need to like go back and take it apart and stuff.
I did that. I did
Yeah.
that with the piece on Earth.
Yeah.
So when you're stitching them, one of the things that we recommend is when you're, you know, as you're, you know, finish one, just put with some kind of a fabric safe, you know, something that won't bleed, pencil or pen, number it.
Okay.
But on top of that, I always put an arrow or like some indication of which way is up.
Okay.
Because then you don't get that, you know, flower or shrub upside down in the middle of it. And I don't know about you, I would discover that after it was bound. You know, after it was totally done. And it would probably not be me. It would be like someone say, "Is that one in wrong?" I'm like, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is."
Yes. So nice of you to say that. Yes. Yep. This one's beautiful. Yeah. And you got to see these samples to really appreciate what goes into these.
Yeah, they are incredible. And then I think this is the one that you've all been working on.
Yeah, this is the one we're working on.
This one?
So the new one with the lighthouse. And so once again, the light, you know, it looks like the lighthouse is lit up. They did it again. It's just amazing to me. And these rocks, they look like real rocks. And you know, I think, you know, the first time when I was looking at it in the pictures, I didn't even notice the boat. Like,
oh yeah,
it's so subtle out there, with the, you know, the sun just, you know, glistening down on the water. It's just beautiful.
The sky really is captivating on this one. I'm gonna hold this one up too, so they can see this one here.
I think we're on number 15.
You're on number 15.
Yeah, we might have just finished 15 today.
This way. Nope. This way. Nope. Backwards. I think we move opposite directions. There we go. Sea of Tranquility. This one's good.
Yes.
And that sun back there, that like when you look at the sun again from back here, isn't that neat? And how it just casts the light onto the water.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So realistic.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then of course the thread kit goes with this one.
This one's really great. Yeah. So.
And I know you're all stitching this one here in the store.
We are, yeah. So for this one, we had the design set, we had the thread set. We got another question. How did you quilt the back stitch in the ditch? Yeah, talk to us a little about that. How you put these together then?
So the instructions will tell you, you know, put when you're done, everything's sewn together. Put you know, batting or something in there, and then stitch in the ditch and bind, and then. But, you know, I don't always do that.
No?
I don't always stitch in the ditch.
Okay.
So there's a couple of thought processes behind it. You know, there's some people that are quilters and they want, you know, they know, you know, the batting, you know, you really need to have those seams, you know, and that batting secure. But I'm never going to wash it. It's going to hang on a wall, so I'm not as concerned about that. And a little secret, I'm not that good at stitching in the ditch. So I don't really like to do it.
Understandable. Yep.
And the other thing, though, is that and it's a personal preference. I don't like the way that it accentuates the tiles.
Okay.
So I don't always do it.
Okay.
And it really depends on which one I'm doing. But so to me, that ending, you know, that finishing up of stitching in the ditch is optional.
I'm gonna hold this one up again.
Move forward a little bit.
Move forward a little bit. That's really beautiful.
So yeah, so we have a question about stabilizers. So what stabilizers do we use? Follow the instructions. They may not be the same on every single one.
Okay.
Depending on the density of the tiles, you may find, these really stitch intensive ones like Thomas Kinkade, you're going to use 2 layers of heavyweight tearaway stabilizer. But some of the lighter ones like the Shannon Roberts, I think it combined a medium and a heavyweight.
Okay.
So it just depends on the stabilizer or on the tiling scene. So
Plus like an SF101 or
yeah. So at OESD we have a product called Fusible Woven that you would always back your fabric with to prep it. Anytime I'm embroidering on cotton, I put Fusible Woven on because cotton's not meant for embroidery, and so you have to get it ready to be embroidered on.
Stabilize it some more. Yep.
That's your first step.
Are we this one?
Oh yeah. So that goes with
this
this
is
one.
what we used.
Oh, that's what you use. Yeah, that's beautiful.
But you don't see it.
No, you really don't see it in this one, but we did use it.
We always like a little sparkle in our stuff. So this
it'll
one,
it'll probably shine through a little bit in certain places. So
yeah, you can see the sparkle in that one too.
I love that fabric.
Do you have fabric kits? Some of them we have fabric kits for. Some we just have the samples to show. So for this one in particular, we're using this fabric for it. But you could probably use this for a lot of the different ones that use a light colored background with this fabric for it.
I think this would work on the Thomas Kinkade one. It would be because that one actually not the Everett's Cottage one because some of it does show up in the sky. That would be really pretty up in the sky. Oh, so they asked, how do you keep it together if you're not stitching in the ditch? The tiles are still sewn together.
Mm-hmm.
So, so when there's one that I have that'll come up that doesn't have a backing on it, so I'll show you what the back looks like, and so that might make more sense when we get to that one.
1 Corinthians.
So this one's 1 Corinthians. This is another Shannon Roberts.
I like that one.
So another chalkboard style. And this one also has applique in it. And I did use some sparkly fabrics, so for my applique, and I also did pre-cut everything on the scan and cut. So these ones where there's a lot of open areas, and so you're trying to line up, smaller things. To me, it's almost more difficult to get them to match up than the ones that are really filled, like the Thomas Kinkade ones.
Yep.
So a couple of hints: don't be hard on yourself. Mine are not perfect. So we always joke around, if it looks good 50 feet away on a galloping horse, you did good.
I like that.
So keep that in mind. But also, when I sew them together, I'll line that part up first. So here on the K, I would have put those two together, and I'll just baste and make sure that matches. And then I'll just sew this way and then this way, because that's the only part that really matters, is what's going to show. So anything that I know that part is really important, then I'll match that up first. And I will do things, we call them button clips that we used to hold our freestanding lace together during the assembly process. I'll use that to hold them together because they have really strong teeth and they won't shift. But I also have used glue, like basting glue, and I also use sometimes water-soluble tape.
Okay.
The double-stick water-soluble tape. So any of those, that's just some little helpful hints if you're struggling. Just line those things first, and then make the rest work around it.
We've been on a glue kick recently. We've been gluing everything together.
Yeah,
yes,
I love
for
glue.
Our PC. Yeah, let me hold this one up. Love is patient, love is kind. Use dots of glue. Yes, yeah, the glue's been working for us, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, love
Those colors
glue.
are pretty.
This one in the sample, they had it in a light background and they also had it in the dark background. So to give you inspiration of having it on the light background too.
Yeah, yeah. Do what you love. I've seen some really fun ones that in just totally different colors that you would never expect. So this one came, I don't know, time flies so fast, 2022. So this one's a couple years ago. This was our Halloween tiling scene, and lots of applique once again. This one, when you get the thread kit, what's really cool, and when you, I think you can see it on the camera, but it doesn't always show in pictures, but the moon is filled with ghosts. And so in the thread kit, we included glow-in-the-dark thread. So these are all stitched with glow-in-the-dark thread.
That's really cool.
Which makes it really, really fun. So you definitely want some of that. He's like trying to, he's like.
It does glow. It does glow.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, I've had, when I've traveled around, I've had people say, can I just take it into the bathroom for a minute? I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, but okay. They just want to go where it's really dark.
I can see it. It glows. I can see the little ghost in there. It's glowing in the dark. So.
Of course.
Yep.
So super fun,
Check out these pumpkins at the bottom. Those are really cool.
Yeah. And they kind of glow too, but that's thread.
I was going to say that it looks like they're glowing.
Mm-hmm. Haunted Hill Mansion. Really cool.
Yeah.
That's for our Halloween lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Spooky, but not too spooky.
Yeah, we like cute Halloween.
Yeah.
We don't like spooky Halloween. So that's the design set, and then we also have the thread set available for this one. So this one, it looks like you're using blue fabric, and then
I just used
applique.
blue, and then this was kind of like your kind of shimmery fabrics that you sell. So I thought that was kind of fun for the moon to have it shine, kind of sparkle.
I know when we introduced these tiling scenes, a lot of people were commenting like how many tile scenes they've done, and then customers brought in tile scenes that they've finished and brought them in for us to see and stuff like that. So we know you're out there doing these tile scenes. So it's time to do some more tile scenes.
Yeah.
These are fun. Whenever you like show someone you made this or something, it's impressive to make something this big with all these tile scenes like this. The people will be really impressed if you make this as a gift or something too. So.
Do you want to go with these before we show these, or do you want to show these?
Let's show these ones, so this is called the Hawaiian quilting, and this is just 2 sections of it because I travel a lot, so I don't want to carry a whole quilt. But you could actually make a bed quilt with this one.
Oh, I see it in the picture there. That's pretty cool.
And so it has some echo quilting around each one, and so. What makes this a tiling scene is if you can see that each one of these little squares is a separate tile. So if you sew 4 together, and that makes the big block. So you don't need a huge hoop.
They're exactly the same too. Just for the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you stitch 4 the same thing, and then you sew them together.
That's really cool.
And so it makes it go super fast. And once again, this is applique, so. Very easy to do, and of course, I could say it 1,000 times. Get your scan and cut, because it makes applique so much more fun. I love it.
So we had the question again, if you don't stitch in the ditch, how does it stay together? It stays together. This one's not stitched in the ditch, and you can see the fabric just lays on there.
Yeah.
This was wraparound binding, because it's a smaller project for this one. But by you tacking that binding down or something like that, it's going to stay together for you. For these tile scenes. These are more display items than I think use items and things.
Most of your tiling scenes are just going to hang on the wall or frame, and so you don't necessarily need to have it quilted.
And this Hawaiian one comes with it. Do we know how many different?
I think there are 9 blocks.
9 different blocks in this one. Okay. Oh, that's a great one.
So, and then this is another one that's really small. Sometimes you think, it's old. This is a collection that has stood the test of time. It will never get old. This came out in 2015. And so but it's easy, it's fast. This is the entire tiling scene.
That's awesome.
So you've got, all these just small blocks, applique, and this one has some raw edge applique also. So it's just a little bit different look with these you can see the leaves. They don't have the satin stitch around them or the poppies. So it's just a very quick project, really pretty wall hanging. Every time I think, oh, I'm not going to, take that to, out when I travel anymore, then someone says, that's the most beautiful one you have. I'm like, okay, it's going to keep going.
It's good, yes.
So I've been hauling it around for about 7 years.
That's good, because I see it looks May of 2015 is what it looks like when that one was released. So that's
Yeah.
10 years old, but still.
Yeah, it's still very
stand the test of
relevant,
time,
and
so
just,
that's great.
sometimes they just don't go out of style, and I think that's one of those. And the same with this one. This is a holiday Dresden applique, and it's kind of like the Hawaiian one, where these are 4 sections, and then it uses the blanket stitch applique, or E-stitch, whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, I used metallic thread. You can use King Star thread for the quilting. That makes it, more festive, I feel.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, you can make these into, little trivets for hot pads. But I'm thinking, what?
Oh, yeah.
You're not putting your hot dish on this.
You
could, though.
Yep, this is definitely, you can make, this is just 4 of the options. There are others, and including one that doesn't have any stitching in it at all. So if you had really beautiful Christmas fabric, you could just highlight the fabric.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is beautiful. This one shows up on the camera too, because this one's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Are the background fabric measurements included? They are.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we put however much fabric you need in the instructions.
It does. Yep. Oh, they all say how much instruction or how much fabric you need for these. What needle do you use normally?
I am a big fan of the 7511 embroidery needle.
That's my favorite.
It's like,
Yeah, we fight a lot around here about needle size, and we say 90-14, and then Mary Lou over here, she's a 75-11 girl.
Well,
So
I'm
Yeah,
a 7511
Yeah.
right there with you. A lot of times I'm stitching on a multi-needle, and I am not going to change all those needles for every project. So 7511s go in, and whatever I'm making, that's what it gets.
Right.
it's good.
It's a good one.
So you stitch most of these on a multi-needle. Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, I stitch them on everything. Whatever I have. I collect embroidery machines.
That's yes. That's our kind of people. Yes. So, are there SVG files for this one and the poppy one?
Actually, that one I am not 100% sure. I think the Holiday Dresden has SVG. 2015 we were not doing it, and I don't know that we've gone back. So that one maybe not. But if you have a scan and cut, they repeat yes.
Okay.
So
Yep.
you don't need them. So that's another advantage of the scan and cut.
This one, I'm captivated by this one. Let's put this one back in the bubble here for a second. I've never saw this one. And then
I
I
really
see,
like
I
that
see
one.
it looks like a 6-patch. They've done it in the sample there. But you could do one singly, you could do even bigger. This one's really beautiful.
Yeah, this is another one that came out in 2017, stood the test of time. And we have this in a non-holiday version also.
Okay.
It's it's called Dresden applique. So
That's beautiful.
I like that.
She was saying something about she might not get this one back. This one's pretty. Yeah, and then what else do we got there?
So these are a couple of other ones that are smaller scenes. So if you're ever wondering, where should I start, or maybe I just want to do something small to begin with. So these are garden flags, and we have, I believe, for 3 different seasons so far. So this is the spring one, this is the autumn one. But one of the fun things with this, if you notice, this center tile, this one says welcome, this one has my last name on it. So we give you options in the when you pull up your designs, you'll see a couple of words. So, hello, welcome, but there'll also be a blank one. And you can use the fonts either in your machine or your software to add your own message,
awesome.
your house number, your name, and personalize it. So that's just a couple of ways you can do it. And then I did these different ways. This one is bound, kind of normal binding. This one, I did the envelope. And so I just sewed envelope on the back and then turn it right side out. And then I put a little sleeve on the top to hang it. This one you could just add some, curtain rings or something. So
I like the clips too. Clips are good. Let's just hang that one.
yeah. So, and these do not have to be on a garden flag. We say garden flag, but you could put a dowel through here, hang it on your front door, or anywhere. So
the one on the bubble right now is the spring welcome garden flag here. So it's this version here. And you could really do with any background color that you wanted to.
oh yeah, any color, any, pick your own colors for your flowers, everything. So yeah, you can really customize these. And that's why, on a lot of these like this, we don't include, or we don't create a thread kit, because we're really expecting you to choose your colors.
And then for this is just quilter's cotton for the
yeah,
fabric.
they're just quilter's cotton, yeah.
As far as it being an outdoor with fabric, I'm not sure which fabric you would use if you were going to keep it outside all the time.
You could, look for something that's prepped for outdoor, but you can also, once you're done, you could Scotch guard this.
Scotch guard.
But I would not keep these out in the rain and the winter, and they would be more decorative. That's where I would probably, in the winter time or, colder seasons, I would probably hang it more on my door where it is more protected from the elements. But you could just make a whole bunch, and then if they fade, then just put in another one.
Time for another one. Yep.
This one?
So this is also a fun one that each letter is its own tile, and very quick stitch out. These are applique letters, but what makes it fun, so this is a flower, and so the O is interchangeable. So depending on what season, if it's winter, I can put my snowflake. Summer, I can put my sunshine. I have a leaf. And then if you say, you know what, I really just don't want to deal with seasons, we actually have an O. You can just have welcome.
That's good.
So, but they're, just using Velcro. And so these are freestanding applique, so stitched like a patch, so water-soluble stabilizer. But the rest of it is just your typical flag, or your.
Look how good those turned out with the edges and everything. That turned out beautiful. Yep.
So I think this is a really fun, quick project, great gift if you need to make something that, and you can, once again, match your color scheme of your home with this one. So all those fun fabrics that you buy that you don't know what to do with.
Those are cute.
And then these are stockings. And so I brought these because we get questions about these a lot. So this one is the tiling scenes from Donna Gelsinger. This one doesn't have a label on it. This is the tiling scene stockings from Cynthia Frenetti. And each collection has 2 stockings in it. So this is one from each collection. But they are, the little toe here is a tile, and they just kind of work their way up, and you can kind of see where the separation is when you look close up. So the question we get, because you probably look at this and think, I have a hoop that big, so why is it a tiling scene? And but what we have learned, and it's the same with any of ours. Why do you make them for a 5x7 hoop? Well, first of all, people have 5x7 hoops, and that's all they have. So we don't want to discount them, but we know some of you have, huge hoops, 10.5 by 16-inch hoops, and that this would definitely fit in that. And but what we learned is that they are so stitch intensive that you lose your registration. They just do not turn out well. And so even though we know this would fit in a big hoop, we still don't put it in a big hoop just because of that. Because there's a lot of stitching in this one. And that's why we do it with the bigger tiling scenes too, is they just lose registration, and it would make them harder to put it together in the end. So, but I think this one is one of my favorites. The colors in it are so beautiful. And there is a tiny bit of applique, but it is mostly stitching.
That's really beautiful.
And they are, super fast stitch outs. And the instructions give you really, walking you through, how to put them together. You actually get the whole, all the information of how to make it into the stocking. They're lined. So once again, using some fun fabrics.
So we had this one in the bubble already. This is the Donna Gelsinger. And then I think Kate just put this one in the bubble now. So this is with each of these, you'll get two different ones. So you'll get 2 different types of stockings with this one, and then 2 different types of stockings with this one as well. What's the other one? Is it a little polar bear?
One has a polar bear, and then the other one is a poinsettia.
Okay. I expect
cool.
lots of people to have these. We're giving you plenty of time before Christmas, so
Yes. Yeah.
these should be hung by the chimney with care.
And they actually
by
don't
Christmas,
take
so.
very long to stitch out, even with the stitch intensiveness of them. I always judge it because whenever I have to make something, I'm always in a hurry because I travel so much that I'm like, okay, I'm home for 3 days. These things have to be done in those 3 days. So
It sounds like you're familiar with how we run around here. We're always in a hurry too.
Yeah.
We'll have 2 or 3 machines running.
yes,
Yes, so-
that's why you need a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
And then this one, once again, another one that has stood the test of time. This tiling scene came in 2017. And so the reason I brought it is, first of all, it's one of our most popular ones. This is Santa's Workshop. But it's another example of this is actually only about half of the tiling scene.
Mm-hmm.
And so the part that would be over here is where you know his toys are and his shelves and everything. But just this much looks
cool.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so it's black and white, but it does have a thread kit. You think, but it's just black and white. No, there are, I think, about 18 or 19 colors of thread in this thread kit. That's how his beard looks, so fluffy, and you know, it's many, many shades of grays and whites, and then his glasses are metallic thread. So that the metallic thread, it's just in the glasses, but it's in the thread kit because it makes him look like glass.
So we had a question. How can you add a stocking to a name? So if you were to pull up like this one here and you wanted to put a name right up here or something, you would do that towel scene and then in your machine just add lettering to this portion of it and kind of stitch that out
and
last.
we kept on all of them enough room that you could add
Get a
something.
name.
So even though it looks like snow up here, you could easily add a name up there. That was intentional.
And I think I wouldn't put a name on it because I'd be whoever's been best this year is going to get this
Gets a good
this
one.
stocking. And next year when I get the other one done, you might get one too. So
Yeah, it'll go in order
yeah.
and of favorites. So we're not supposed to have favorite
And-
children, right?
No, well, we do. Even I know because I'm one of the favorites. So
He's like, it's fine because I'm the favorite child.
I am the favorite child of the 3 of us. Yep. And we all agree that. So even this one, they even did a wave stitch on the
so
edge
this
here.
one, so someone gave me this one. It was already stitched out but not bound, and I was in a hurry, and so I just took it over to my baby lock serger and did that wave stitch around it, and it was bound.
Yep.
Good to go. And I just used the colors that were from the thread kit.
We had a quilt that we had to get done for a shop hop, and we whipped it through the serger with some decorative thread, and it was faster than binding it. So if you need to bind your quilts with a serger, go for it. So.
And then this is a sneak peek, and some of you may have already seen this. If you watch our videos, we release every month on the 20th of the month a video that shows our releases for the next month. So this is an August release. So this is called Boo Manor, and it is literally like it was, hot off the press as I was walking out the door to come here. So not bound, no backing. But
It is still warm. Yep,
yeah,
you can feel it.
yeah.
This one's only 9 tiles.
Yeah, 9 tiles, so really fast. I actually made this. I got home Saturday morning, and this was done on a Monday.
Wow.
And that was with still, trying to spend time with my family. So lots of applique. And then there were a couple things that I changed because you can get a thread kit for this, but just because I already had it in, I just separated out in my software the skeleton, and he is glow in the dark thread. So we got to check.
He is. He's glowing in the dark.
I just thought that would be really cool. Just that one little pop. And then I also, the door here, so there's lots of applique, and I just used a shade of purple, and then there was the orange, and then, but for the door, and then the ghost is white fabric. But the door, I used our Luxe Sparkle Vinyl, so the door glitters. But you could use even your glittery fabric. But I thought that was kind of fun just to make it. And this, you will see some of the background fabric. So he's like,
Nope,
so
just the skeleton.
just the skeleton is the only one I did. so anyway, so that will be available. They can pre-order it now.
Okay. Okay.
So ready for pre-order. And there's also a thread kit.
Okay.
And but it will be available in August.
What's that?
They want to see them
They
again.
wanna see 'em again.
Oh, we'll go
and
through
Give
'em.
out the names.
We'll go through them again. Yep, that sounds
Okay.
good.
And then
Kate just got this one in the bubble, so that's great. So we're going to take pre-orders for this one. This one's really great.
so August. And then this is
It is.
so a super sneak peek.
Are we even allowed to show this?
I know. I'm like, but I figure you took pictures of them at BU, right? So,
We did. Yes.
So I stitched these out also this weekend, and
That's
and
what we
so,
do.
So but I wanted to show you because these are also not not bound or anything, but. I don't know if your customers have been told that we just partnered with Warner Brothers.
Oh, I don't think we're allowed to say that.
So, yes,
so we can't say it.
So yes. So we have a lot of Warner Brothers stuff coming soon, including Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yes.
Oh, that's big.
And so these are tiling scenes of the houses for Harry Potter. So we have Hufflepuff, and we have Ravenclaw, and we have Slytherin, and then we have the Gryffindor. And then I used Kingstar in most of the centers, and then for the like this where it says the information about each house. So like here it says determination and courage, and so I used the Kingstar thread on that. But yeah, these are all tiling scenes. I think that's so awesome.
Amazing.
So so we will have starting in August, you'll start to see the Warner Brothers stuff pop up. These actually are available. They can pre-order these tiling scenes.
Okay. Okay.
So
We'll get that.
so if they they just need to say what house they want or if they want all of them.
I like Melissa said she's a Hufflepuff. Everyone's
Yeah.
got their house they belong to.
I didn't know what
Yes.
mine was, but the guys over in the booth next to ours at BU said that I'm Ravenclaw. They asked me some questions, and then my one of our account managers she asked me more questions, and then they determined that I'm Ravenclaw.
So I think when the books came out, I was just a little too old, maybe maybe no one's too old to read them or something. But my brother, he's a few years younger than I was, and he was definitely into these books and stuff like that. I personally have not read the books or watched the movies, but I got to.
haven't watched all the movies, but I've watched them.
I want to read them.
Yeah.
So we'll soon be able to tell what we all heard
yeah,
here. We're
yeah. I think we'll
a
have to.
Slytherin, a Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff. If Melissa said she's a Hufflepuff, I think I'll be a Hufflepuff too. So, yeah. We're too close to, okay. We got to go this way a little bit. There we go. Now we're centered. Yes.
So those can be pre-ordered, and they'll be coming this fall.
Perfect.
So now we're going to go back through.
Okay, let's go back
All
through them
right.
again here. We love these samples, so let's show them again.
So
I'm going to hold this one
so
up
this
so
is
I can
the
see.
Haunted Hill Mansion.
It's the pumpkins at the bottom that do it for me. The pumpkins, and even like
I love
there's
this.
even a shadow on the pumpkins
Oh.
there that you see.
That is cool.
And the trees have detail. There's so much detail when you keep looking at these too. And this is
in
like
here.
this is one of those things that when you hang up in your house, especially the little ones, even us older ones too, when they come over, they're gonna like run to this to look at it every year. And every year you hang this up, people are gonna look forward to seeing these things. I remember my grandma had this one little, like it was something like this, and it was this little like Santa Claus that you moved around on this, I don't know, this quilt or something like that. And I remember every year looking forward to doing that. So I think these are those things that people look forward to every year when you hang them up in your house. So this is the Haunted Hill Mansion on that one.
And then we have the First Corinthians.
This would be a good wedding gift for someone. Love is
Yeah.
patient, love is kind.
Yeah. That would be a really good idea. And won't take too long. Super fast stitch out because anytime there's applique and not a lot of fill, they stitch out really fast.
And 5x7 hoops, so any machine can do these, which is really nice.
And then here's the
Sea of Tranquility. I'm going to hold this one up. Let's see that way. Let's put it overhead. This one.
That's sun really.
Yes. This spot right here in the sun, how it goes down, is really neat to see.
Looks good in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Everett's Cottage from Thomas Kinkade.
This is where I'm moving to. I'm moving in with Everett. So.
Someone's asking, how do you receive the designs? Are they on a USB, CD?
How are we doing the designs?
I don't know.
So I know you have some USBs here.
Okay.
And so you can order those, or we can work with your designs on demand for them also.
Okay, perfect.
So
Yep. I think a lot of them we've been putting on USBs for people that way
Yeah.
and sending them out. So. I love this one. What was the first Thomas Kinkade one you did?
this is the first one.
This one. I can see
Yeah.
why. Yep. Yep. I don't know how they digitized this. It's amazing though.
And then this one is the Midnight Delivery. So this was the second Thomas Kinkade. We did this one last year. And so the holiday themed one.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go down the chimney.
Yep. And we have our Laurel Birch Kindred Creatures. This is the one that's got some freestanding elements on it. So those are fun. So
So it looks like Kathy helped answer someone. She said USB.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I think for shipping it's easy to do USBs, but we have options.
the designs on demand. We're getting a kiosk.
Yes.
Is that right? Can you tell us about the kiosk? How that works? People can come in the store.
So they can come in the store or call you on the phone and
Okay.
and say what designs they want. You will process their order.
Okay.
They'll pay you with their credit card or whatever, and then the designs will land in their account at OESD.com and be in their My Designs
Okay.
folder.
Okay.
If they come in the store, they can also get a USB at the same time. They can choose.
And a kiosk, like every time you think of a kiosk, they're in the malls. Like
Yes.
we're gonna have a kiosk here.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a screen that they can pick out designs, and you can put your USB stick in it,
Yeah.
and it'll put designs. Shut up. That's gonna be
Yes.
so awesome. Yes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we were joking because there's a hardware store up the street here, and there was a line out the door, around the building, and I'm thinking that with this kiosk coming, that's what's going to happen to us.
Yes.
Is there's going to be a line out the door, around the building for this kiosk. But you know what that line was for, though? The peach truck. Oh, the peach truck. Yep. Can't
We
compete
know
with that
about the peach truck, yeah.
So yeah, come to our store, and you'll get in line around the building for the OSD kiosk. That'll be
Yeah.
fun. So yes, you get Gloria Bucks on all this stuff, too. So you earn that credit back with this stuff, too.
So this is the spring hummingbirds. So that's the one that there's two more. This is the middle panel, so you can make it as big as you want.
The picture in the bubble shows the toweling scenes all put together, how the normal towel scenes are. If you click on the pictures in the description, you'll see this separated into 3 different towel scenes. So this is just one of them. So if this was enough for what you wanted to do for your towel scene or for your gift, you can just stitch out that one, or you can do all 3 together or not. So
Yeah. Oh, and Jan Wood talked about Spree Club. Well, just do that. That's the
Okay.
best way.
So can you tell us about Spree Club?
So Spree Club is our monthly membership club, and they can join that through your store.
Okay.
They would just call you up and say, I want to be a member. And Spree Club members get all the designs we release on the first of the month. So, for example, if you wanted to do Manor, it might not come until later in August, but the Spree Club members are going to get it August 1st.
Oh, okay.
So they would just pay you, and it saves them a lot of money because the annual membership is only $599,
Okay.
and they're getting all of these designs. They're getting maybe a couple $100 at least of designs each month for that price.
Have we done Spree Club yet? We're gonna start tomorrow night.
So-
we'll have it up for everyone.
And so the only thing just because we have the new Warner Brothers partnership, I'm making it very clear that Warner Brothers, their licensing agreement will not let us include Warner Brothers designs in Spree Club, but Spree Club members will get a discount.
Hey, there we go. There's always some exclusions apply,
Yeah.
so that's okay. Yeah. So this is a new release.
So yeah, these are the Harry Potter houses. So each one of these is a different design collection. And so you would just order whichever house you want, or all of them, like if you can't decide which house you are.
This one's available for pre-order.
Yeah, this one's for
So
pre-order.
We'll have that up in the. Oh, you have them already. Oh wow. Oh, look
She's
at you
good.
go. Yeah. So Kate was all over it. So we're gonna run through these. So if you're does anyone know what a synopsis of what the Ravenclaws are? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what these are. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. Run through these. I'm gonna give a little synopsis of what Ravenclaw is. So we're gonna find out what these are. Hold on.
All right. So let's see. So we'll show. Are we going to show these ones too?
Yeah, we'll show.
All right. So we're going to do Boo Manor here. So this is also a pre-order for August, and and then there's also the thread kit that goes with this one. And then we have Santa's Workshop. And remember, this one, there is a whole other side of it that is not stitched out here, but you can make it bigger if you want. And this one does include the thread kit also. Or doesn't, I mean, it has a thread kit available, I should say. And then we have the different collections of the tiled stockings. So this one comes from the Donna Gelsinger version, and this is the one that the other one is a poinsettia. And then this one is the Cynthia Frenetti, and the other one in this collection is the polar bear. So I think those are really fun. And you can order thread kits for those also.
Yeah. Kathy's telling you that the houses are named after the founders of Hogwarts.
Oh, so I have the descriptions here
Yes.
for them. So Gryffindor. So here, we'll look at these again. We'll put these back
Go
up
ahead,
there.
back.
Gryffindor. You are brave, daring, known for courage and boldness. Hufflepuff.
Okay, where's Hufflepuff? We gotta find them.
Hufflepuff. Loyal, kind, hardworking, values fairness and dedication.
Okay, and then
Ravenclaw. You're intelligent, curious, creative. You seek knowledge and wisdom.
so that's what they thought I was.
Yes.
I like that.
I think I'm all of these.
Yeah. I really wanted to be Slytherin because I thought the snake was cool, but then they told me I don't.
Well, then you are not ambitious, cunning, or resourceful.
I think they were worried about the cunning.
The cunning, yes.
I said, maybe I'm cunning.
No, snakes, but you are ambitious, cunning, resourceful, and you strive for power and success.
Oh, see, I think I am that.
You maybe are a mix of the two.
I
So,
maybe, yeah.
yes.
I think I'm like you. I'm all the houses.
That's right, yes.
So, that goes with this one. Okay, so someone wanted to see the Boo Manor again. Do we still have that one handy?
Oh, boo.
Boo Manor. it's
We'll bring
coming
it back.
Yep.
We'll talk about, so this is the Four Seasons welcome sign that has, you get all the different elements with it. So you can choose whichever season you want, or of course we just have our O. And those are easy to switch out just with Velcro. I thought, I've always said, I'm just going to put a little button there.
Mm-hmm.
But have I? Someday. Okay, so here we have Boo Manor back. And the Boo Manor thread kit does not include the glow-in-the-dark thread. I just had that, and so I added that when I was doing it. But that was my personal idea.
Do we have is there a thread kit available for this
There
one?
is one, but it does not include the glow-in-the-dark.
We're trying to get in the bubble right now. So and this one's only 9 scenes to go together.
Yeah,
9 tiles.
that's how I could do all those things over the weekend. I was very grateful. You'll notice that I didn't do the new Christmas one.
And you were going to show them how you do the
so
back there.
the back, I just put, because once again, since they aren't going to be bed quilts, this is just a OESD's fusible fleece. So I've just fused that on, and it covers, you know, my seams and everything, and then now it's ready to be, you know, put the backing on and bound. But this secures everything because it's all fused together.
And you said your Laura Star iron
Oh, yes.
is super helpful when we're doing
So
this.
do you have, I wanted to show them this
Yep.
really quickly.
Do we have one open? Let's see.
do
have
we-
one open.
That one
I
is
thought I
different.
looked around for them.
Yeah.
You look
Maybe
around
you'll
in
see
here?
something.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
see one.
Okay.
So I get asked all the time, how do you get your seams so flat? Two things. First of all, the point and press tool. And the point and press tool is your all-purpose tool in your sewing room. It has two tips. They're round, so if you are trying to get the corners out of your in the hoop projects or anything like that, you're not going to pop a hole in the corner when you're trying to get things nice and sharp corners. But also, it has the smaller end that you can use as a stiletto. You can use this if you're turning tubes or anything and you need something to, you know, push it through. But the other thing is when you are doing the tiling seams and you're trying to get those seams open between the stabilizer, the thread, everything that's in that seam allowance, sometimes it's really hard to get it really flat. Mm-hmm. So I can take that tip and I don't have to try and get my fingers down there, but I can work it in and then I follow with the iron. And let me tell you, if you don't have a Laura Star iron, you are missing out. Because,
You heard it here. Yes.
because between the point and press tool and my Laura Star iron, that is why the tiling seams are so flat.
So Laura Star and a point.
And the point and press
Point
tool.
and press
That's
tool.
what you need.
Those are the two things you need. Yep.
Those are the keys to getting really nice seams on your tiling seams. So that's but that's how I do it. Is with that. But yeah, and so I can't recommend. I think they know I'm the Laura Star super fan in the whole company.
That's good.
So
So we just started carrying Laura Star. So if you're interested in any of those Laura Star products, give us a call. Stop in and see us. We have a couple of the Laura Stars to demonstrate here, and we'll show it again Thursday night here. But that board that sucks the air through or blows it up for you, it's an amazing thing. So
yeah, can't get enough. So yeah, so that's but that's how I get them really flat, nice, and that tool and lots of hot steam.
those are nice and flat. So when will Boo Manor be available?
So sometime in August-ish, I think. I'm trying to remember. I think it was around the 22nd. But remember, if you join Spree Club, August 1st is when it's available.
Okay. And we'll learn more about Spree Club, and we'll announce it tomorrow on our Favorite Things show of how you can join Spree Club.
And then here's that Holiday Dresden applique.
I love this one.
I know.
I do.
That's why I brought it. I said, you know,
Yeah.
it's 8 years old,
Is that when
but
this one came out?
2017, I think.
2017, yeah.
And never goes out of style. It's, every time I look at it, I just love it.
And someone asked, what ruler do you use for the Dresden plate? We didn't use a ruler. These are just
These are
applique.
appliques. And so, I used the files, pre-cut them with Scan and Cut, and so that's how I did it. I especially like to pre-cut whenever there's a raw edge or an edge, like this has the E-stitch or blanket stitch edge, because you're going to see some of that fabric, and it's so difficult to, in the hoop, trim and not have any little threads and frays or anything. But when you use the Scan and Cut, it looks perfect. So yeah, I definitely always pre-cut with
We're getting lots of questions on Boo Manor. Can we bring Boo Manor back here? So,
we love Boo Manor.
That's good. That's good. We like it. We like that. Are you going to make kits for Boo Manor? So we have the thread set and the design set, and then the fabric that you need. Honestly,
I just used a quilt weight cotton, but I was designing that. He's
thinking-
pulling out what I think that I would have used.
I'm thinking this.
Yeah.
What
I
we
think-
have for is a good option too. This is like a black.
Yeah, I just used, this is
Looks a little flex in
cotton.
there.
This is actually, I think this is, it's called speckled, I think. But yeah, it's,
Now-
I would use this.
Now around here, We don't like solids. We like fabrics with a little print to them that read solid. So you won't find us using solids very often. So, and this one's not a solid either, nor is this one. So this would be a pretty one too. That sparkle. So
I always like to have a little something in there, something fun.
We'll be able to put the fabric kit together that's got the dark materials and some of the oranges and purples in there if that's the colorway that you want to go.
The fabric I used is it's black, but it kind of has like a bluish gray kind of speckly thing in there. The instructions tell you to use navy blue.
Okay.
So this is just another example of, choose your own fabric. Do what you want to do.
Do you increase the size of the shape with the scan and cut?
So I don't.
Okay.
But my friend, who has the exact same scan and cut as me, says that when she uses our SVG files, she increases it 2 clicks. So what we have learned from each other is that every scan and cut has personality, and you need to learn yours.
Okay. Yeah. So yours might be a 1-click or a 2-click or no click. Yeah. You'll find out.
So find yours.
What year was Peace on Earth released?
Oh, that's a good question. A while ago.
A while ago.
Probably 5-ish years. I don't know if it has a year on there. They sometimes have one, but sometimes we've re-released them, and so I can't trust it. I would say 5 or 6 years ago. It's been a bit. I don't see it on there really quickly. So it's been. I'd have to go and really go to our website. It'll say on our website that we can look it up if we want to get back to them. And then here's the fresh poppies tiling scene. So another one that has stood the test of time. I think because it's fast, and flowers never go out of style. So this is another really fun one. It uses the raw edge applique. So once again, I would definitely pre-cut these. So I keep talking about the scan and cut. I'm a huge fan of it. If you don't have one, get one.
I like that.
But if it's just not something that's going to happen right now, the other thing that we do so that you can pre-cut any appliques is we include in the instructions a PDF page with the applique shapes in the exact size that you need. And then we have a couple of products that you can use. We have one called Applique Fuse and Fix, and they're printable sheets. So you can print those PDFs, and we give you the mirror image. And so what you do is you print those mirror image on the Applique Fuse and Fix, then you fuse it to the back of your fabric, and then you can cut it with scissors because you have that shape. And so you can get a nice clean cut with your scissors. And the Applique Fuse and Fix it turns your fabric into a sticker. So you would stitch your placement stitch, peel the backing paper off of the Applique Fuse and Fix, and we actually have some here and sheets. So these are the printable sheets, and so these would just go through your printer, but it makes you have a.
We can put more of those in too.
And I also when I use my scan and cut, I still prep it with this. So when my shapes are printed, they're just little stickers. All my fabrics are little stickers. So one side is fusible, one side is sticky.
And look down here. What's it say? Made in the USA. Support your American workers. I always like to see that.
Yeah, we try as many of our stabilizers as we can. We try to use our, the mills in the U.S.
So these are the sheets, and you get 20 sheets that are 8.5 by 11. And then we also have on the roll. So the roll is 12-inch by 10 yards.
Yes. So you can get it either way. But if you're planning to use your printer, I use the roll when I'm doing my scan and cut.
Okay.
But the sheets, if you're using a printer, they work really well. I love them. So if you don't have a scan and cut, there are options, and our instructions will tell you. And I will tell you in most of our videos, if you see any tutorials, they are doing the print and cut with scissors method. So lots of OESD videos out there to help you learn to do that.
The Cave Garden, what was it called?
Oh, the leafy appliques.
Yeah, leafy applique. We use this and we had a really great success with it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I really like that. So we have that one, and then we have the Hawaiian quilting. I think that's the last one we have on our little stack there. So once again, make it as big as you want. I have the pineapples and the turtles, but there are a lot more included in the collection.
Can you use just regular applique with the tack-down technique? Yes. You can just use the placement line, lay your fabric, trim, and do your finishing stitch with these as well.
Yeah. So you think you wanted to show a couple of these thread kits that
So this is
you
for
have,
Happy Snowman.
which I know Gloria was showing me the perfect fabric that she has in stock for this one.
Oh, that's right. So this one in the bubble right now is the design set. So you'll get the design set for this one for all the tiles. This one uses, it looks like the 5x7 hoop on this one as
This
well.
is a 5x7.
So get yourself the design set, and then you also want the thread set to go with it. So, and this isocord thread is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we use Exquisite here a lot at the store, but we've been getting into this isocord thread, and boy, is it nice. So.
Yeah.
What is the final size of Boo Manor? We can tell you.
Oh, we can we can measure it right now.
Bring Boo Manor back. You might as well leave Boo Manor right here on the table. Yes. Bring Boo. We're gonna leave Boo Manor here for you guys. So this guy, what's it finish out at? Let's see. So we're at 16 by 21, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave it
For
on the
anyone
table.
else who wants to see Boo Manor, here it is. It's a good one. Yeah, I can see why you guys like it. And remember, that skeleton glows in the dark on this one. So
yeah. They might ask you to order some of that glow in the dark thread now.
we'll get some. I think and then so
He's got to double check.
here he is. So we'll leave him right here. We'll leave it right there. Okay. So we'll just leave it right there so you guys can keep a peek on it. Right there is good.
And I think we brought in that.
Do we have this in the bubble? Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is the perfect fabric for this Happy Snowman. So this is...
Yeah, Gloria showed it to me. I said, yeah, that's what you want. That is perfect.
This looks like...
Little shimmery, but it looks like sky.
Looks like heaven and clouds.
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Isn't that beautiful?
Carla, I'm coming to your house. She's got the entire Isocord collection. So...
I love Carla.
Yep. But this is a shimmer fabric from Timeless Treasures. It's called Twilight, and it's just got the sparkle that runs through it, and it looks like a beautiful sky.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect
So-
for this
Yeah. Yeah, there's another tiling scene that we have called Summer Glory. It has, the American flag and everything in it. This, if they ever want to do that, they need this fabric for
Get
that
this
one
one
too.
too?
So
Okay.
just, you just order.
So just get it. Don't
Yeah.
even think about it.
Yeah.
Just get it. So. And then all this stuff we're showing today, you're earning that 10% credit back. So don't be afraid. Just go ahead and get it.
And then this is another and then this fabric. Oh my gosh. So, so this is a Starry Night Santa. And
This one's amazing. This is does it say what size this one finishes out
so
at?
it finishes, it would be the same as like the Thomas Kinkade, like
Okay, a big
those
one.
ones, 32 tiles.
Okay.
And and they brought in, this is the grunge dark blue fabric. Oh my gosh.
That's perfect for it.
Yes. Because it's, it looks like the night sky with some sparkle in it. And so did you see at BU when you were there with me, the new tiling scene coming, Christmas Flight, that had Santa and he's in the sleigh flying through the sky?
I think so. Yep.
They need this for that one too.
You need this too.
So you're going to need that in a couple months. So,
Twice. Get this twice. Yep.
so not that I'm announcing anything early.
We're bad at keeping secrets here, so don't worry. Yeah. So we have the design set in the bubble, so you'll need that for the designs. And then we have the fabric for you to do it, and then you also need the thread set. So inside here is the thread set. Oh, they have all the little boxes and your color card too.
Yeah. So yeah, this one, when this one's stitched out, that reindeer looks like he is furry. It's like, how did you do that?
It looks
it's
like
our
it, yeah.
digitizers,
Just
and it's
from
just isocord thread.
Just from the picture, he looks furry,
Yeah,
but I can't
and-
imagine what it looks like in real.
Yeah, and Santa's his coat looks like velvet. Oh my goodness, and it's all thread.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really is incredible to see done. Yeah.
How much fabric do you get for these? I think
I think we're usually
3.5.
I think it
something
depends
like
on
that.
if you're
Three
if you
and a
need for that.
Three and
so
a
yeah,
half.
so you do
Yep.
3.5 when you do your kits. That's a good.
Yeah, so you get 3.5 yards.
Oh, I'm definitely doing Santa's light. Yeah, get that ready. Just order the fabric now so that you have it in time.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Yes, we have more of the background fabric coming. So if it went to waitlist, go ahead and waitlist authorize it, and you'll be in first in line. But we'll enter that in, so you guys definitely get it. And don't forget, here's Boo Manor. We'll have it right here for you. So.
All right, so we showed that one. And then, so really quickly, some of the things that OESD is known for is our blanks.
Okay.
And we have towels. These come in 2 packs, and they come in about 6 colors. You have 3 of them here. I love, the red, especially getting ready for the holidays. You're going to need that. What I love about these is I've gotten so many blank towels, over the years, and I'll make something. The embroidery will be beautiful. I'll wash it, and suddenly my towel is a trapezoid, or like things don't work.
She's right about that.
And these don't do that, and they feel like quality. So I'm not embarrassed to give them as gifts because they just feel nice. The fabric it's a heavier weight, almost feels like a twill, and so this time of year. I just buy a bunch of them. I start stitching out, every one of my favorite designs. I just keep them on hand. That way, I always have a gift ready. If last minute, Christmas party, last minute, come over for dinner, last minute, baby shower, whatever it is. I just keep them ready to go because I'm busy, and And I will always remember, I needed to make that gift about an hour before the party.
These are 100% cotton.
Yep.
They're 20 inch by 28. And I tell people who just get an embroidery machine, everyone is going to get a hand towel with something on it when you start embroidering.
Yeah.
So stock up on some hand towels. So we got the blue and the bubble now. So you get 2 towels.
Yeah, there's 2 in each package.
So we got the blue.
And you have
We got the red.
And then this, I think, this is cream.
Cream.
Yeah, so you can also get them in black, gray, white, that you don't have here. But if they're looking for other colors, they are available.
Red, white, and blue. Can't go wrong with that,
Yeah.
right? So.
And then another thing that we have blanks of is Boo Manor. No, we have these table runners. So these are made from like a indoor-outdoor fabric, so you can use them outside. But it just makes life easy to just say, you know what, I love this design. I don't know what I'm going to put it on, but
These are nice.
they feel really nice.
Yeah.
They are really easy to embroider on. Nice weight, so it looks like linen. In August, there's another design collection coming. It's an applique. It's kind of primitive looking with pumpkins on it, and we stitched it on one of these linen colored table runners, and it just looked beautiful. We also have the freestanding pumpkins coming that match it. They look like quilt blocks on each side. So you can make a little tablescape with the freestanding pumpkin and then your applique pumpkin. So
That's great.
yeah. So these are really, really nice.
I was worried about getting that folded back up with the packaging, but
Folds up really nice.
it went good. So.
Yeah. And then some other, in our blanks, we have aprons. Once again, they feel nice. They fit normal human-sized being, someone that is actually an adult and maybe even tall. Some of our height-challenged educators even have to hem theirs.
Okay.
So, but the straps are long enough to go around, all sizes. For me, I wrap it around twice, so it doesn't matter. But they come in black and white. They are polyester, so easy wash. You can even bleach the white one. But neck strap is adjustable. They're just really, really nice.
I like a good apron.
Yeah.
I do. I like a good apron.
And really good, we're coming up on the season of gifts.
Yep.
This is a good gift. And because of the size, they work for men and women.
So one of our customers made me an apron, and they put what they put on it? Steve will make it happen or something like that, because I do the deal. I try to do all the deals with the sewing machines. If you want a sewing machine, we'll make it happen. So Steve will make it happen. Someone put that on an apron for me. So I still have it hanging in my office.
So something that, just because, as I wandered around your store and looked at some of your fun toys here, you have sublimation printer.
We do.
And so one of the brother educators and I tested on the white one.
Yeah.
Sublimation ready.
I'll tell John. I wonder if John heard that. So he'll be sublimating these for us. So that's great. Yeah. We'll show that sublimation printer too. So.
Yeah. So, and then just some other fun little OESD little notions you have. And of course we have Boo Manor.
Yes. Boo Manor again. Yeah.
So we'll talk about this punch tool and the mini mat.
I think I have one of those.
You have the punch tool?
So, and we have that open. So the punch tool, this is a rotary punch. And so you think, why would, an embroidery company want to punch holes? Well, a few reasons. We do a lot of freestanding structures, and some of them require you to punch a hole in the for the button, when you're putting them together. And then some of the others, we put holes in them for eyelets. So you can put lights in there and they'll shine through. But also, we do things with, key fobs, keychains, luggage tags, anything that needs that eyelet, the punch tool works. So it has 3 sizes of tips. The tips store in the cap, and they're easy to change. There's just like a little, nut that you unscrew and change the tip out. But the punch tool will damage your cutting mat. So that's why we have the little mini mats that go with it. And they are double-sided. You get 2 in the package. Someone asked me when we first came out with them, why do we get 2? Well, I'll tell you why you get 2. You get 1, did you use with your punch tool? The other one goes in the sewing room in your Barbie dream house.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Because it wouldn't be a dream house without sewing room.
Right?
So, but they are actually, they last a long time, and they protect your cutting mat from damage from the punch tool. I also use this for cutting holes in buttons. And if I have to use any kind of a craft knife, X-Acto knife, anything like that, it will protect my surface also. So I use the mini mats for quite a few things. So it's nice that we give you 2.
These, the whole bunch, we have probably about 6 of these open. We can't find one right now. But it's the best hole punch out there. It is.
Well, a couple reasons that I like it. First of all, when I'm using a traditional hole punch, a lot of times it has, like a barricade. I can't get far enough into my project.
Yep.
Where this, because it's a rotary punch, I can reach clear across here and punch a hole.
Yep.
And so the other thing is, I talked about doing it in embroidery, but you probably have a lot of customers that are bag makers.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to punch holes for their rivets, their snaps, their purse feet, you name it. And this will work on leather. You can, if you lose or gain weight, you can punch a hole in your belt.
Yeah. Around here we do that.
Find it sometimes.
And but yeah, so I use it in a lot of areas in my sewing room. So
best gadget. I love this one. Great tool punch. Mine's on the way. Good. Yes, that's wonderful.
love that. So yeah, but you want both of those. And then we have this. This is our scoring tool. This is a really handy. For years, when we use our TSIF stabilizers, we were pins, tip of our scissors. You push too hard, you don't push hard enough, you score all the way through your stabilizer. So the nice thing with the scoring tool is it's a nice weight. It helps prevent you, it gives you just the right weight to score just through the paper. And so it makes it easier to score that paper, peel it off, and then you have your sticky surface. But also the tip, it's just got kind of just a little curve to it. So the other part that was always difficult, you get your paper scored to peel off, and then you're trying to peel it up. So this actually lifts under there to get it started so that you can peel it away. The other time that I use a scoring tool is if I do a big project that has a lot of tearaway stabilizer in the back. And so I need to get it scored to get it started,
yeah,
and
good.
then I can tear it away.
Yep.
So another purpose for the scoring tool. And then your insurance for your embroidery machine.
Yep.
So if you're using USB sticks all the time, you're plugging them in and out of that USB port in your embroidery machine. And over time, you can damage that USB port. That's an expensive repair. And the worst part, your embroidery machine has to go to the hospital and you're without it. So you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So this goes into the USB port, and then you are plugging your flash drive in and out of this. So if something gets damaged, this little, I think it's 1099 or something gets damaged, you can just get another one. But your machine is safe.
Yes, you can just set out and just get a new one.
Yeah,
So
so I recommend these, of course, for all of your embroidery machines. But anytime you have a USB port in your life, your laptop, one of the things that many of us have them in our cars now. I don't even want to know how much it would cost to repair the USB port in my car.
Yes.
And so they also make good gifts because you probably have kids, grandkids, nephews, nieces, everything that have laptops and electronic devices. And so good stocking stuffer.
That's a good one. Can we put Boom Manor back in the bubble?
No.
So pre-order this. This has been the highlight of our day today. So
I'm really glad that I took the time to stitch it out. Because
I love the kitty on it. Look at that.
I know. Look at that little cat. Trying to get past the ghost.
Super
I
cute.
might have to make that one.
Ooh.
This is a good one.
I said I might. My daughter would love it.
Oh.
Someone says, please hold up Boom Manor.
Oh yeah. Could you please hold?
I
Sure.
love it.
I'll hold up Boom Manor again. I'd be happy to. Yep.
That's been a big one then today.
I'm putting the thread set back in the book.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
So
in
everyone,
case.
if you're watching, go ahead and order Boom Manor. It's very popular, and then also the thread set. So you have the thread set as well. And we're gonna take a picture of this one, and we're gonna match the colors really well with this one to go with the thread set, because I like what you chose here with your purples and oranges and stuff. So we'll put together a fabric kit for this one too.
Yeah.
We might be able to offer it for tomorrow. But it looks like just 3 different fabrics really,
Yeah.
or 4. 'cause
Well,
they're
there's
ghosts.
4. There's the white, the orange, purple, and black.
Okay.
But I use the Lux Sparkle vinyl for my black.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do
And
that too.
and that's all you need. It's just a small
Little
piece.
there. Okay. Really good. We can demo, Kathy says, so that's good. How many stitches in this one?
It's
too
not
tad.
too bad. It's stitched out really fast for
Yeah.
me because it is a lot of applique.
Yep.
So there's some fill. The pumpkins are all filled in, but yeah, luckily it was fast.
Yep.
And only 9 tiles, so I didn't have a lot of sewing to do.
Really good. I'll leave it here.
All right.
Any other products in the lineup for today?
Just some Kimberbell stuff.
We
Oh,
do
yeah,
have
you
some
got
Kimberbell. It is
Kimberbell.
What about,
All right.
can I talk about my light back here?
Absolutely.
Let's talk
All
about my
right.
light.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to step off
Okay.
and go visit with Gloria again.
Well,
Well, thank you all for
I don't know,
coming. It
maybe
was
we
really
can-
fun
We
to
thank
be in your show today.
Kim for being here, and hopefully she'll come back and see us
Yeah,
again
I'll
sometime.
have to pop
So,
up here more often.
Yeah, Cincinnati's what, 5 hours away?
Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, it's not that
good.
bad.
Yeah, very good. So thank you very much, Kim,
All right,
and
thanks.
thanks for all your samples. This
Oh,
one,
of course. Yeah, I think I'm scared I'm not going to get home with that one.
um,
I guess we should talk about a few things for
I'm gonna-
Kimberbell.
We want to
Go
do
after the
I'm going
light.
to talk about my light real quick. So if you guys haven't got in on this light deal, you have a few days left before the end of the month. But this is a light from Grace Company. It's called the Luminous 6 foot light bar. It has a light on each side. It's a freestanding, and you can adjust the height of it so it can go down to 40 inches up to 72 inches tall. 2 lights on each side. The lights don't get hot, which is really nice. They're LED lights, so they last a long time. And then you can put it over your cabinet like this. You can put it over your cutting station. You can put it in the room. So don't be sewing in a dark dungeon anymore. Get a light like this. So right now they're $3.99. Normally they're $4.99. Okay. This month to the end of the month they're down to $3.99. Plus you earn that 10% credit back. So that's $40 coming back to you. So I know some of you order this. A couple of you order 2 of them. So get yourself a light. I'm really excited about it, and they went together really easy. So it's just nice to have all the extra light in your room. And then also, Baby Lock has released a embroidery arm unit for our embroidery arm case for our Baby Lock Radiance. So what this is a case that it's on wheels too, which is really nice. The embroidery unit is definitely a little heavier than what they've been in the past. So this one has wheels, which is really great. It's got space for stabilizer. It straps your embroidery arm in real nice. Even if you're not using it to travel, just a place to keep your embroidery unit, to keep it safe. This is a nice case for it. So it's got wheels, a couple handles on it, some clear pouches for sewing notions there and stuff. But they're on special right now. It's a pre-order. And you'll earn that 10% credit back on this as well. So that's like $60 coming back your way as a credit when you order this. So we've been looking forward to this. People have been asking about this, and it matches the trolley set that the Radiance fits into. So that's our embroidery arm. And Kathy, can those go over a long arm? Yes, this is just the 6-foot version, but they do make them in longer versions as well. So I know the one in the bubble is only going to be the 6-foot one, but if you want to order the bigger one, you can give us a call, and I'll be happy to get that order on order for you too. So I'll let you guys pop in here.
We'll pop in for a couple seconds.
Yes.
Just a couple seconds. So I don't think we're going to show what we were planning on. We might do that another day. But we are going to remind you that this Saturday is Kimberbell Day. And if you haven't signed up yet, please do. You also get, once you sign up, you get this. Not this design. I'll put it down there. That design. You'll get that free once you sign up for Kimberbell Day, and they're going to have all kinds of things going on out at Kimberbell in Utah that will be on Facebook, and I forget what else she's on. And we're going to have something here. Kathy has all kinds of stuff planned. We're going to have hot dogs. Yep, we know the hot dogs,
hot dogs
that Keith is going to be cooking, and we'll have all kinds of deals for you. Hot dogs on the porch, Ruth Ann says, which is true.
Okay.
And then how do they register for Kimberbell Day? Do they just go on the website?
They can just go on the website and register. If they're on Facebook, they can just go into Kimberbell and do it. And Kathy says from 10 to 3, we're going to be doing something here on Saturday, yes. And
What?
I don't know what else.
I don't know.
Oh, well, one thing, if you're going to be doing these towel scenes, this project tray set, it would be great
I
because
think it's a must.
when you're going through the different ones, and it just, let's see if I have I don't want to do that one. Like on the one we did, see, it lists all your colors. And would be so nice to have them set up in rows, and you know exactly which one you have to use.
Especially for that lighthouse.
Oh yeah, because we're working on that lighthouse, and there's
You may
at
have,
least 14 colors.
if not more.
Yep. So
Keep them in order.
what's Paula's idea? Is this your idea?
Yeah, it was a couple
Yep.
weeks ago.
Yep. And it is
And
a
then I'm
good
away.
thing. But it is good to have that, and to make sure you read all the directions, because we were just going over ours. And one other thing, this is a pre-order with the new event coming up for Kimberbell. It's called Comfort and Joy. It's a 2-day event. We'll have more information on it, but you can pre-order it now. And it's
didn't
got some
open it.
really cute things
We
on.
didn't open it.
No, but I can.
Oh, okay. You're
I
going
can.
to now?
Yes, I can do it now. There are some really cool things in this one. Look at this.
I love the pillow.
And we get the pillow blank. We get some towels. I think this is this is that the wreath. It'll be this little
a tie.
tie, and it's got the cutest thing on it. But if you're interested in it, just sign up now. Yep, it's called Comfort and Joy.
And it releases October 3rd.
October 3rd. So you pre-order, but you won't get it until after that date. So we're looking forward to making this one. And are we going to have something online, Kathy? Online deals? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Well, she said she does say yes. So we'll
Maybe.
find out. We'll find out. But anyway, sign up for Kimberbell Day. Come here on Saturday and enjoy the day with us. Get some really good deals. There's going to be some good deals on remnants too, I believe,
Oh,
among other
threads.
things.
Thread?
Yeah. So
Serger thread. weren't
is
they
serger.
talking
There's going to
about?
be little packets of serger thread, regular thread. We're going to have a lot of deals. Okay. No, the deals are only in store, not online. Not online. So
Makes
you have to be
sense.
here.
Makes sense.
It does.
And
There's
eat a
some-
hot dog.
And have a hot dog.
Anybody
some
make an
pop.
apple pie?
You're not even going to be
No,
here. And you're
I'm
suggesting
not.
an apple pie.
I'm gonna be up north.
There might be chips. You never know.
Oh, I gotta-
But anyways, next week, Kathy and I'm not quite sure what Kathy and I are going to do next week, but
Our beginning ran over.
yeah. But we saw a lot of things in that.
It was.
I found a few things that I think I really want to do after I've done a couple of those. But I'll probably only do this one, which everybody seems to
But
have
what
loved
year will you finish it?
this year.
Okay. That is
This
cute.
year. It's
I like the other one too, but this is cute.
this is small.
Mm-hmm.
It has applique, and I think I could do that for this year. But I
Okay.
got to do two. No,
Oh yeah, it comes out in August. You'll have it done.
yeah. Well, no, it's just the idea that you have to do.
Well,
I have two girls, so I have to take
I'm
care
the
of them.
same way.
So,
Okay, well,
All right, I think
Okay.
we're done.
we are done.
Okay.
There's nothing
Yeah.
more.
nope.
So sign up if you haven't signed up for Kimberbell Day. There's all kinds of things that Kim from Kimberbell is going to be doing on her show, and we're going to do a few things here.
Okay.
So we'll see you tomorrow night for our favorite things.
And it's app only. App only.
Oh, that's right. It's app only for Thursday night.
Oh,
So if you're not on,
This
if
is
you don't
new.
have our app, make sure you sign up for it. And
it's
but I think
simple.
almost everybody has
It's
our
easy
app.
to buy.
We'll have some really good deals.
Oh,
on
it sounds
things
like-
we can't share publicly.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Usually when it's an app only night, it's going to be great. So we'll see you tomorrow night for that, and Saturday for Kimberbell Day. Okay, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.